According to a recent news article, Hasbro's profits for this year are down 71%. Speaking strictly from the standpoint of a Transformers fan who only buys Hasbro's Transformers figures, I have to say that I'm not really surprised about this. Honestly, there hasn't been much new Transformers product on the shelves of my local big retailers for quite some time now. I'm talking Walmart, Target, and Toys R Us. Every so often, a few new figures trickle in, but those have been few and far between. No new product means that I go home without making a purchase. I'd like to buy a new figure, but I can't buy what's not on the shelves. All I ever see when I go to the store are the same figures that have been shelf warming for the past several months. I know from reading message boards on the internet that I'm not the only trans fan searching for new figures, and I'm pretty sure that this new toy drought is a big part of Hasbro's loss of profits. Part of the blame for all this lies with the retailers. It looks like a lot of the product that was ordered for the pre-Christmas season is still clogging up the shelves. Hunt for the Decepticons, Power Core Combiners, and some early Generations figures have been shelf warming since November. For most retailers, it's standard practice to back off on ordering new toy product after the first of the year. This gives them a chance to get rid of whatever didn't sell over the holidays, while gearing up for the bigger releases that generally happen in the summertime. Problem is that in the past few months there's been very little done by these retailers to try to move their excess product left over from Christmas. Sure, some things have gone on clearance, but not much. And so, these stores see product sitting there, collecting dust, and it's no wonder why they're not ordering anything new. After all, their business is to make money, not cater to us trans fans. And I can see where their sales department might not want to purchase the new Reveal the Shield figures when they still have a display full of tuner Mudflaps and first wave Power Core Combiners. Given everything I just said about the retailers, and the fact that they've been doing things that way now for years because, well, most of the time that's what works, I really have to look at Hasbro and ask them, why didn't they see this coming? Why did they schedule the release of so many highly sought-after figures from the Reveal the Shield and Generations lines so close to or so soon after the new year? And if the big retailers aren't ordering these figures, why aren't they available through Hasbro's online store? Sure, they've been seen on the website, but sell out almost as soon as they become available. Generation Scourge, Reveal the Shield Solar Storm Grapple, and others are in an almost perpetual out-of-stock status. Does this mean that Hasbro manufactured less of these figures, knowing that a lot of the retailers wouldn't be ordering them? If so, shame on you, Hasbro. You should really take a look at what is available to us at retail, because I'll tell you, it's mostly repaints and the underperforming Power Core Combiners line. And these are figures that people either already bought or they decided months ago they didn't want. The answer here isn't to make newer figures scarce. People haven't suddenly lost interest in your Transformers figures. Now, I know times are tough, but still, we would be buying if you manufactured them in enough quantity to meet the demand. It's now late April, and with retailers anticipating the first wave of the Dark of the Moon toys in a few weeks, our chances of seeing the recently released figures that haven't yet shown up in our stores is bordering on nil. And if this is happening with the Transformers toy line, then chances are it's happening with other toy lines as well. So I say it's no wonder why Hasbro's profits are down. For Hasbro, holding back production isn't the answer. For retailers, holding back on ordering product isn't the answer. I think something here needs to change. Retailers should really come up with a better system to reduce the amount of overstock they're left with after the holidays. Maybe then they wouldn't be so shy about ordering new product at the beginning of the year. And Hasbro? They need a better way to get these highly sought-after figures into the hands of the collectors if retailers aren't buying. The better the availability of new product, no matter the time of year, the more money there is to be made all around. The system, as it stands now, isn't good for the retailer, isn't good for the manufacturer, and certainly isn't good for the consumer.